Hello guys, welcome to Movie Talk on Accord Official. My name is Derek and I'm gonna take you on an awesome journey. So I recently watched a comedy skit by Nasboi on YouTube, and it was quite hilarious, but I believe we can learn a thing or two from there. Okay, so in this comedy skit, we see Nasboi as a newly employed driver to a rich man. The rich man happened to be Lasis Elenu. He's also a very funny guy. And in this particular skit, Nasboi returns to his master, Lasisi, and Lasisi is asking, "Where is my car?" And Nasboi begins to give some funny stories about how he used the car as for commercial purposes, moving from one town to the other, and etc. etc. It was quite hilarious, okay? And the more he continued the story, the more he tore apart the heart of his master, Lasisi. Okay, and to the point that his master finally fainted. And then he had to carry him to the hospital. And the crazy part is, even when they got to the hospital, while his master was lying on the bed, dying and all that, he kept giving the story, giving account of how police arrested him, confiscated the car, of how a lot of things happened. And the story got to the brim. It just got worse and worse till Lasisi finally died. And when he died, the funny thing, now Nasboi says, "Oh, the master is dead. How would I now tell him that this was all a prank?" It's quite a funny one. Okay, so his master died from heart attack, and it was all over a prank that he didn't even know. You get it? Now, what this comedy skit can teach us is, when you put your trust in something, when you try to make something your world, when you make something like money your world, okay, or your prized possession, probably a house, probably a car, whatsoever, you feel like you've worked hard for it. You've done, you've given your best. You've done everything in your human capacity to achieve that thing. It is your biggest achievement. The moment you set your heart strongly on it, it means that you are at a very, very huge risk, because if anything happens to that prized possession, your heart would not be at peace. Your heart will really be messed up with. Okay, probably when you didn't have that possession, if it's money, if it's your new iPhone, if it's your car, whatsoever, when you didn't have it, you were cool, okay. But then the moment you have it, you feel, yeah, you are happier, and then suddenly something happens. It gets crashed whatsoever. It begins to hurt you strongly. Okay, the Bible tells us, "Guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it comes the issues of this life." It means that if you don't protect your heart, if you don't find a way to protect your heart and your happiness, okay, if you cannot be happy regardless of everything that happens, it means your heart can easily be controlled, your peace can easily be controlled, your health can easily be controlled. Because if your heart is not at rest, your whole body is just going to be, sick. Okay? Your heart needs to be at rest. You need to be at peace. You need to be happy for the air you breathe, the water you drink. Water does not really have any taste, but there are some points that you can just drink water and be happy. You might not be able to afford wine, maybe your best wine. Okay, you spent a lot of money buying an expensive wine, and then before you could have a sip of it, it just broke. You lost it. Okay. But I mean, if you go on the streets, coconut water don't cost much. But when you drink it, you still feel a certain form of satisfaction and happiness. Okay? So always find a way to be happy regardless of what happens. Don't put all your heart into something. Okay? Be ready to lose something and still be happy. If you can lose your biggest possession and still be happy, then happiness cannot be taken away from you. A lot of people have the mindset that, okay, if I own a car, I'll be happy. If I have a big house, I'll be happy. If I have this, that, I'll be happy. You know, but you cannot quantify happiness according to possessions, because in fact, rich people have their own problems. Or some rich people, you'll find a lot of rich people who are not happy for one reason or the other. While they are troubled or whatever is disturbing them, they are still in possession of their cars, their houses, and etc., etc. Okay, so learn not to define happiness as a prized possession or your prized possession. When I say your prized possession, I mean a car, a house, whatsoever. Okay, a new phone should make you glad, but I mean, it shouldn't be the foundation of your happiness. You should be happy without a new phone. You should be happy without new clothes. You should be happy regardless of the circumstances. You know, this is the reason why a lot of people get depressed, because they are prizing a lot of things that they cannot afford, that they cannot have. All right? So always learn to appreciate the little things you have. Don't put your trust in the big things. Teach your heart to be happy at all times. Sometimes, you know, you don't have to be behind your game console and, you know, having fun whatsoever. Just sit out. Okay, enjoy the free breeze that is just blowing. Don't sit in your AC. Sit outside. Take a walk. Don't take a drive. Take a walk. Look at nature. Look at the trees. Look at the skies. Enjoy the view. You know, enjoy the view. Find a way to appreciate every little thing. Find a way to be happy about every little thing. Okay? That will be all for today. Don't forget to follow us on social media. On IG, we are at accord_official1. On X, we are at accord_official. On Facebook, we are Accord. Visit our website at www.accordofficial.com, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.